Hi everyone, once again welcome to my channel MLT Super Guide. In this video I am going to discuss hard model questions, contains questions 1 to 10. If you are a new viewer of my channel, please like, subscribe, share my channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon to get instant notifications. Thank you. First question, refer to the following results: PT prolonged, APTT prolonged, platelet count decreased, bleeding time increased. Which disorder may be indicated? Factor VIII deficiency, von Willebrand's disease, disseminated intravascular coagulation, factor IX deficiency. Here the right answer is option C, disseminated intravascular coagulation. In DIC, there is a diffuse intravascular generation of thrombin and fibrin. As a result, coagulation factors and platelets are consumed, resulting in decreased platelet count and increased PT, APTT and bleeding time. Next question. A 50-year-old man has been on heparin for the past 7 days. Which combination of the test is expected to be abnormal? PT and APTT only, APTT TT only, APTT TT fibrinogen assay, PT APTT TT. Here the right answer is option D, PT APTT TT. Heparin is a therapeutic anticoagulant with an antithrombin activity. Heparin also inhibits factors 12A, 11A, 10A and 9A. In patients receiving heparin therapy, the PT, APTT and TT are all prolonged. Quantitative fibrinogen assay, however, is not affected by heparin therapy. Here right answer is option D, PT, APTT, TT. Next question. What outcome results from improper washing of a tube or well after adding the enzyme antibody conjugate in an ELISA system? Result will be falsely decreased, result will be falsely increased, result will be unaffected, result is impossible to determine. Here the right answer is option B, result will be falsely increased. If unbound enzyme conjugated anti-immunoglobulin is not washed away, it will catalyze conversion of substrate to colored product, yielding a falsely elevated result. So right answer is option B. Next question. Which is most likely a positive Western blot result for infection with HIV? Banded P24, banded GP60, Bansat P24 and P31, Bansat P24 and GP120. Here the right answer is option D, Bansat P24 and GP120. To be considered positive by Western blot testing, bands must be found for at least 2 of the following 3 HIV proteins. That is GP41, P24 and GP120 or 160. The P24 band denotes antibody to a GAG protein. The GP160 is a precursor protein from which GP120 and GP41 are made. These are envelope proteins. Here right answer is option D, bandset P24 and GP120. Next question. A newborn is to be tested for a vertically transmitted HIV infection. Which of the following test is most useful? HIV PCR, CD4 count, rapid HIV antibody test, HIV IgM antibody test. Here the right answer is option A, HIV PCR. A neonatal HIV diagnosis is performed by screening for the presence of the virus. The current antibody tests are either IgG specific or an IgG or IgM combination assay. Thus, an infant whose mother is HIV positive will also be positive in the HIV antibody assay. Although the CD4 count may be useful assay to determine disease activity, there are many causes of reduced CD4 numbers and this assay should not be used to diagnose HIV infection. So here the right answer is option A, HIV PCR. Next question. Which T cell expresses the CD8 marker and acts specifically to kill tumors and virally infected cells? Helper T cells, T suppressor cells, T cytotoxic cells, T inducer or suppressor cells. Here the right answer is option C, T cytotoxic cells. T cytotoxic cells recognize antigen in association with major histocompatibility complex class 1 complexes and act against target cells that express foreign antigens. These include viral antigens and the human leukocyte antigens that are the target of graft rejection. So here the right answer is option C, T cytotoxic cells. Next question. Why is radioimmunoassay or enzyme immunoassay the method of choice for detection of certain analytes such as hormones normally found in low concentrations? Because of low cross reactivity, because of high specificity, because of high sensitivity, because test systems may be designed as both competitive and non-competitive assays. Here the right answer is option C, because of high sensitivity. Radioimmunoassay is extremely sensitive, but because of strict regulations for handling radioactive materials and safety concerns, it is used only when an alternative method is unavailable. The sensitivity of enzyme immunoassay methods producing fluorescent and chemiluminescent products can be equivalent to that of radioimmunoassay. These detection systems have greatly diminished the number of analytes that must be measured by radioimmunoassay. Here the right answer is option C, because of high sensitivity. Next question. Storage pool deficiencies are defects of platelet addition, platelet aggregation, platelet granules, platelet production. Here the right answer is option C, platelet granules. Storage pool deficiencies are defects of platelet granules. Most commonly, a decrease in platelet dense granule is present with decreased release of ADP, ATP, calcium, and serotonin from platelet dense granules. Next question. One of the complications associated with a severe hemophilia A is hemarthrosis, mucous membrane bleeding, mild bleeding during surgery, immune mediated thrombocytopenia. Here the right answer is option A, hemarthrosis. In severe hemophilia A, factor 8 activity is less than 1%, resulting in a severe bleeding diathesis such as hemarthrosis, means bleeding into the joints. Here the right answer is option A, hemarthrosis. Next question. Which hepatitis B markers should be performed on blood products? HBsAg and anti-HBc, anti-HBs and anti-HBc, HBe antigen and HBc antigen, anti-HBs and HBe antigen. Right answer is option A, HBs antigen and anti-HBc. Blood products are tested for HBsAg, an early indicator of infection, and anti-HBc, a marker that may persist for life. Following recovery from HBV infection, some patients demonstrate negative serology for HBsAg and anti-HBs but are positive for anti-HBc. So here the right answer is option A, HBsAg and anti-HBc. If you are like this video, please subscribe and share. Thank you.